What's going on, guys? BouseFeenux here, and today we are taking an absolute beginner's look at the Greatsword in Monster Hunter World. This massive monster of a weapon has been around since the very first Monster Hunter, making it one of the 5 OG Blade Master choices. It's straightforward, the damage is dependable, it looks cool, and landing those fully charged hits is one of the most satisfying feelings in the game. The Greatsword is a very technical weapon, however. Its enormous size and weight limit your mobility, and as you can guess, its attacks come out slowly, which means that positioning is everything. This is the slowest, heaviest weapon in the game, and brand new players are often turned off by some of these disadvantages, but that being said, I personally love the Greatsword to death, and mastering it is very rewarding. So to sum it all up, you've got insane damage potential and destructive power, but you trade that for mobility and speed. It's pretty straightforward stuff, right? This is usually the case with large weapons in just about any game, so nothing super new here. But also, as the game says in the loading screen tips, these attributes really do lend themselves to hit and run tactics. Now, while the general strategy and concept of fighting with a Greatsword is pretty much the same in every Monster Hunter game, it has been shaken up a little bit in Monster Hunter World. In previous games, you'd throw on the crit draw and focus armor skills, run up to the monster, draw the weapon into a fully charged slash, let it fly, then sheathe, and run away to rinse and repeat. To be honest, this was really boring, and I'm glad that they've added a few new moves to kind of shake up the meta. In Monster Hunter World, everything now more or less revolves around landing true charge slash and avoiding damage with the shoulder charge. You don't want to have this weapon out if you're not using it though, and to help you remember this, we have a saying in my Discord: if you're not attacky, the weapon goes on your backy. But anyway, let's take a look at the moveset of this thing so all of this makes a bit more sense. The Greatsword moveset is pretty simple and straightforward. Hold triangle and you notice that your character powers up. There's 3 levels to the charge, and you really want to be using the level 3 charge. The visual cue for this is the shoulder shrug, and when it gets here, let the attack fly. If you continue to charge the attack past this point, your charge will go down a level, so make sure you're paying attention to that visual cue. To build on that, if you hold back and triangle after the first charge attack, you'll go straight into another charge attack called the strong charge slash. This is the same principle as the first charge attack. Let it get to level 3 and then let it go. If you hold back and triangle yet again after the strong charge slash, you'll get the true charge slash. This is the mother of all attacks, and if you land both hits, it does a ton of damage to monster weak points. It also has Mind's Eye, meaning that you won't bounce off monster parts no matter how hard they are. And notice though, that the charge is quicker here. Take note that if you let a strong charge slash fly, the true charge slash that comes after will charge up quicker. Now, while charging a slash, you can cancel out of it by pressing circle to go into a shoulder bash. You can also get to this move by pressing triangle after evading. This attack has hyper armor, massive damage reduction, and does stun damage to the monster if you hit them on the head with it. The shoulder charge allows you to literally charge through just about anything. Yes, this means Nergigante's Superman dive and Teostra's Nova attack. It's absolutely insane. Also, if you fully charge your slash beforehand, the charge level of the previous attack carries over to your shoulder bash, causing it to do more damage. So to put this all in practice, if you charge a slash and shoulder bash out of it, you'll go into the charge slash that comes after the previous one. So for example, if you do a strong charge slash and then shoulder bash to cancel that, the next attack you do can be a true charge slash. This is a quick way to get to your true charge slash on a down monster. With all that out of the way, the Greatsword does have a number of non-charged attacks though. If you press circle from neutral, you'll perform a wide slash, which you can chain into a tackle by pressing circle, and if you press circle a third time in that combo, you'll do a jumping wide slash. If you do a wide slash after a strong charge slash, which remember is the charge attack before the true charge slash, you'll carry the charge of the strong charge slash through to the wide slash, giving you a little extra damage if you don't have time to fit the true charge slash in. Additionally, after the jumping wide slash, the charge slash, or the strong charge slash, if you press triangle, you'll do a little side smack. This does stun damage if you hit the monster's head, and if you perform it after a strong charge slash, the charge will carry over into the head smack. You can also do a side smack, or side blow as it's called in game, after a tackle, by pressing R2 and triangle at the same time. On top of that, you have a triangle plus circle attack that gives you a rising slash. Be careful when using this, as it can throw your teammates airborne. And another thing, because the greatsword is huge and heavy, you can guard with it by holding R2. You can also draw into this guard. So I don't recommend doing this though, because the greatsword guard is the weakest in the game and the damage reduction isn't super great. Plus, you'll absolutely destroy your sharpness if you guard anything with this, so only use it in emergencies when you can't shoulder charge through something or dodge away from it. And lastly, while sliding, you can charge into a jumping attack that you can chain into a plunging attack. You can also follow this up with a strong wide slash if you so choose. But that about covers it for moveset. Now I know that some of this may have been a little confusing, but honestly, once you play around with the greatsword for yourself, you'll find that all the charges and the moveset and stuff like that are fairly intuitive to get down. Moving on to armor skills though, in previous Monster Hunter games, critical draw was the #1 greatsword skill because it gave you 100% affinity on your first attack after drawing your weapon. You draw it into a charge and then let it go, but with the true charge slash, that mindset is pretty much gone by the wayside. A mainstay that's still popular though is focus. You really want to make sure you have max focus as it lets you charge your slashes much quicker. And other than that, skills that focus on raw damage are going to be your best bet. And since the greatsword attacks so slowly, I haven't really found affinity skills to be the best. The only one that I'd go with is weakness exploit, since you get 50% affinity for attacking weak points, and level 3 weakness exploit is fairly easy to get with the dragon eye patch and a gem in it. But in closing, I'd like to say that while the greatsword is a fantastic weapon for the intermediate to master hunter, it's a little hard to get used to as a new or even advanced player if you're used to certain playstyles. Its simple moveset and high damage make it fairly easy to use conceptually, but when you throw a rampaging monster into the mix, its slow attack speed and limited mobility are factors that make it a little tough to use the weapon effectively. But that is it for Greatsword, guys. If you learned anything new today, or you just enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss a new video. Until next time, though, I'm BouseFeenux, I'll see you at the next one, and as always, thank you so much for watching.